This is Tile Gains, my fitness locked Tileman account. The goal? Burn calories, unlock tiles, and complete every quest in RuneScape. Welcome to Tileman, Burn to Earn edition. We're back! We've travelled 10.4 kilometers through exercise this week, and we burned a whopping 2,050 calories, which means we have 513 tiles. But as we missed the gritty check-in last episode, we have a claim from them and a new one for this episode. 2 medium tasks have been achieved. Item 2, finish swimming lessons. That's right, I can no longer drown. I can drown elegantly. No, all jokes aside, my trainer was fantastic and I would highly recommend anyone hates cardio as much as me. If you haven't found cardio that you enjoy, try swimming. Honestly, it's so much fun. We've also done item 10, which was 4 weeks consistency in exercise, and that was completed in the last episode, but I completely forgot to include it. So, with those two, we get a bonus of 160 tiles, giving us a total of 673 tiles to play with in this episode. What are we going to be doing with them? Well, in the last episode, we prepped several free-to-play quests. Some of them are very close to where we left off. Just outside of where we are now is Dorics Quest and Goblin Diplomacy. We also have Black Knight's Fortress available. We could also stop off and do Witch's Potion as well, as we'll need to be in the sort of general vicinity when we're getting the dies for Goblin Diplomacy. So enough yapping, let's go get these quests done. You know what I probably should do though, is add the tiles. I've just realized I haven't added the tiles. Let's correct that. One moment please. And there we go. So we need to grab that cabbage. We may as well unlock the sort of tile next to it because we'll eventually get the Culinary Mancer's chest. It's always a bit of a tongue twister and I am moving like rubbish already. You know what I should have done is that. We'll grab a pair of leather boots as well. Never hurts. Does a little bit boost on range and magic, surprisingly. So if we go one diagonal up there because the chest is in this little corner and we can grab the cabbage. That's part 1 of the things we needed to do. Now we've got to go smelt some more and build a bronze med helm. Oh, well, we've just wasted one. Of course we have. Of course we have. Right, I believe we can smelt bronze stuff here and also use the rusted anvil to make what we need. So let's try. You do not have the correct quantities of ore to be able to smelt anything. Oh, I need the tin. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to get tin. Right, let's go back and get some tin ore. It wouldn't be me if I didn't forget something. You know, it's kind of good because we can grab the bow and then if we see any imps along the way, we can try and pull them into melee range and then kill them because we still need, I think it's the white and black orb. And once we have those, that's another free-to-play quest done. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get this guy. Right now, if we move back a tile. Oh, perfect. Right, don't move, don't move. Oh, my entity hider. No, my entity hider. Why? I guess we're in combat with it, so it's treating it. There we go, we got it. Oh, Phoenix Ashes. Okay, not what we wanted, but we can just scatter those for a little thing. Oh, we got a pot. Okay, let's smelt these 2 bars, and let's make ourselves a bronze med helm. I think you only need the one, but, you know, the amount of times I make mistakes, I figured it was probably best to take 2 with me. There we go, bronze med helm. Let's make 1 of those. Okay, well apparently we're just going to make 2. I think I had it on all. Oh well, right, that's part of the quest done. Now, we need to head over to Draenor. Luckily, we've gone past this prison quite well, as this is where Prince Ali rescue takes place in part. Obviously, there's some parts in Al Kharid. But mostly we need to go to see the witch, which we're going to do now because we're going to need some more dye in the future and some skin paste. But yeah, luckily by coming this way all along, we've actually saved ourselves some time. But for now, we need to go and pester the witch Aggie, who lives in this house over here. So let's use shortest path. In fact, the shortest path would have been that and then diagonal, but oh well. And then diagonal to the house. Open the door with the door kicker. Let's see an action replay. Bosh. Don't know how that works, but okay. Looks like we could maybe get away with like a diagonal tile or 2. So let's do this and then see if she stops around us. Oh, Aggie. Aggie is all about the customer service. Look at that. What could you make for me? Okay, what do you need to make red dye? You need 3 red berries. Make me some red dye. Talk to Aggie. Can you make dyes for me? I would like some yellow dye. You need 2 onions. Yes, please. And then we'll talk to... Oh, we'll right-click and do dyes this time. And then... Oh, that's even easier. Blue. Perfect. Now what we need to do is we need to use this on this to make orange dye. And that's all we need to do for now. I didn't get my goblin mail out the bank, but we can do that later. So now we need to head on towards Witch's Potion. But before we do that, I'm going to check in with Django because he sells the teleports to Varric. Or more accurately, the Champions Guild. And I think we're running low on them. I think we've only got 2 by the looks of it, so we should probably pick up a few more. Let's see if I can quickly... Oh, there we go, that works. How much are Chronicle cards? 150 coins, buy 10. There we go, and then we'll just pop those in there. Perfect. Annoyingly, that imp is in a really awkward spot, so we can't really get at him. Otherwise, that would have been a free chance at a bead. Yeah, we turn those in at the Wizard's Tower, and that's an easy free-to-play quest done. No questions asked. I'm going to start heading towards Witch's Potion through this way, because I believe there's some elemental mages here which you can farm for, well, elemental runes, weirdly enough. So I think it's probably a good idea. Oh, there's a highwayman as well. I think it's a good idea to head off in this direction. So let's do that. So let's do shortest path over there. There we go. So 1 forward, 2 diagonal, and then weirdly enough, a massive straight line. I'm pretty sure they're around here. There they are. Look, yeah. So we'll be able to pull these. I think this guy here is part of a quest later on as well. But yeah, figured it was worth unlocking these. We don't really need any of the mining points at the moment. Oh, there's a cabbage there that we could have used. Oh well. Right, so we know that the Witch's Potion is over here. So let's set target. And, well, in fact, we are going to unlock part of the mine. Why not? Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's in that corner. But we do need the archery shop. Because as you can see, there are many, many, many rats running around here. And we could also do with some actual bows. So let's unlock this tile here, and then we'll just quickly head back, maybe to this one, and then we'll set a tile to Aggie's door. Okay, I guess not. I guess we're too close, and we're just going to pop in. Let's unlock maybe to here for now. They love their cauldrons. They'll never not go near their cauldrons, right? Let's see if Hetty has got the customer service skills of her fellow witch Aggie, but it doesn't seem like she does. She seems very, very, very interested in 2 corners of a house. All right, let's just do this. There we go. I'm in search of a quest. Okay, there we go. So we've got the quest. And the only quest item we're missing is the rat's tail, which is why we've unlocked this. So what I want to do is head on in. We'll just slap one of these rats and they shall drop a rat's tail. Now you might be thinking... Manor, you killed some rats in the last episode. Why didn't you get the tail then? Well, it's because, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. They only appear on the quest. So I'm going to also try and see if I can trade with Brian here, see if I can get some prices for his goods. It looks like we can. Okay, so how much is an oak short bow? I don't want to buy it. 100 coins. Yes, let's do that. One of the things we need to do is get our range level up in time for Dragon Slayer 1. Which will be the season finale. Now, Hetty. Come on. We're so close. We're so close to completing the quest. We're almost done. There we go. No. Oh, Hetty. I mean, this is an interesting thing. We're having a long-range conversation. Oh, got a drink from the cauldron now. We're imbibed with power. And we've done another quest. That's another free-to-play quest done on the account. That puts us on 13. We are now over halfway towards Season 1's goal of all free-to-play quests. Right, well, with all of that done and everything else acquired, we now need to teleport to Varric. Because we need to buy the Iron Chain Body for Black Knight's Fortress. And we also need to say hello to our little friend. Now, hopefully that's enough to pull him onto one of our tiles. That'll do. No, there we go. Yes, okay, we danced onto a okay-ish tile. Oh, of course, we've got another cabbage. So interestingly, the cabbage that we need, obviously that we've just picked up and we've just got there, you can't pick up a cabbage from a certain location for the quest that we're going to be doing. So that's why I picked it up where I did. Here we go. I'm too busy yapping and not focusing on clicking. Yeah, but it turns out you can't use cabbages from certain areas. I think Draenor Manor is the one that's off limits. Which is a bit weird. I've not really ever encountered an item restriction like that before that I can remember. But lo and behold, it exists. Ah, this area is clear. I guess if you know, you know. But to make the same comment I made last time that I unfortunately had to cut, we've almost made a Pokeball shape in here. That might be because I'm obsessed with a Pokemon roguelike at the moment. But, you know, you see what you see, I suppose. So we've got another archery shop here, which I think is going to be worth getting a couple tiles in. Because just like the other shop, he is obviously a range trainer. But he also has armor, I believe. So we'll see if he comes any closer whilst we go and unlock this guy's shop. We'll set the target, click there. That should be the shortest path. Looks like you skip a tile there thanks to true tile movement. Oh. All right, I'm pinning him in. Don't care. Oh, we've got studded chaps. Oh, he sells... How much are these? 750, 850. Okay, how much is Iron Chain Body? 210. Perfect. I thought it was going to start breaking the bank because we need to start making money and soon. I'm also curious now, if we walk over here, do we still get the 2 tiles worth of movement? No, we don't. So I guess we only got it on the 1. Interesting. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, no, he doesn't sell armor. I'm lying, but he's got a crossbow and better bows. So what I'm thinking is, whilst we have an excess of tiles, it's probably worth us just unlocking the full path, meaning that, as I covered in the last episode, we will be able to run from Varrock all the way to Falador. So all we need to worry about is ever getting here. We can obviously do the canoe to the Champions Guild if we link that up. And this will save lore runes like no tomorrow, really. So I think let's use some tiles this episode to set the target over there and link it up. We will need probably 150 to 200 for... Oh, I'm unlocking that. We'll see if that's the same true tile thing as before. Yeah, we can now get a canoe and come to Varrock. Look, so if my home telly's on cooldown... Oh, I didn't know you could stand there. So yeah, now if my home telly's on cooldown, I can chronicle. And if I don't have any chronicle charges, I can home telly. And now I can get to Varrock and Falador through the barbarian village. So as much as I was wincing during that cutscene, actually it's kind of forced my hand and solved a problem. Because our lore rune luck was pretty much 0 in the last episode. You know what, whilst we're here, let's bop a barbarian. Yeah, just for old time's sake, really. See if we can't get one of those cheeky lore runes whilst we're here. I should be wearing the black plate body as well, because we got an upgrade to our defense in the last episode. I just like the fit, like without the, like it just looks so good. Lore rune. Ah, imagine. Okay, so for now I've geared up to do the Goblin Diplomacy and Dorics Quest. I think we will have enough tiles to do this because we need to head up towards here, which brings us closer to Tavali, and then we head up towards Goblin Village. Black Knight's Fortress is a bit further up from Ice Mountain, so I think we may leave that till the next episode, depending on how many tiles we have left after dealing with these two, because I do also want to try and get the Barronite Mall from Ice Mountain. So, first off, let's head on Dorics Quest. Now, I warn all of you, especially those who have not played RuneScape, this is a really difficult and intense quest, and he's coming straight to the door. That's how serious it is. He's come straight to us because he knows how difficult this is. So let's progress this, and let's see if he'll let us use his anvils. he won't because he needs more materials. Do I want to start his quest? Yes, I do. I will get you the materials, my dude. And he needs 6 clay, 4 copper ore, and 2 iron ore. Well, weirdly, I've only picked up 5. I've messed up the easiest quest in RuneScape, guys. So after that disaster, I have some news to announce. I am now officially retiring from Old School RuneScape after this embarrassing fumble during Dorics Quest. I have taken a clay arrow to the knee, and I will now retire to eat my sweet rolls, which are what got me in this mess in the first place. Thanks for watching the series, and I'll see you possibly sometime soon. So as I was saying, this was a really difficult quest. It's very long-winded, very complicated. So I have everything he needs. And we give him the items, and boom, quest complete. Let's just pretend that never happened, okay? I'm really gutted, because what I wanted to show you, especially for the people who I know watch this that don't play RuneScape, he has some really interesting dialogue that will play if you go, I've accepted the quest. Oh, but by the way, I've conveniently got these items on me. And he's like, oh, really? That's weird. So I wanted that to play out, but unfortunately, I messed up. But now we're mining level 18. And another free-to-play quest is complete. Our next one, I'm now going to check I have all the right items for. I do. Right, well, it's Goblin Diplomacy time. And that takes place in the village. I don't know why it's not got a marker on there, but hey-oh. Oh, okay, it's asking me to do this now. So let's dye 1 blue, dye 1 orange. There we go. And now it's marking it. So we need to head up here. So I think if I just click that tile, it will take that exact path. As you can see, they're already fighting over how stupid each other's armor colors are. And it seems to be a red versus green situation over here. So let's just set target and head through this carnage. Oh, we skipped over the fire. And now we need to kick the door open. And then we're going to kick the door closed. And then hope that these characters, you know, move around a bit. Although it seems these two are fighting now as well. Oh, there we go. World hopped and he's here. Perfect. Let's talk to General Bentnose. Green armor is best. No, red is best. Go away, human. We're busy. Nope. I'm going to give you some armor. What about some blue armor? Or do we start with orange on this one? I can't remember. Oh, orange. There we go. We're starting with orange. I have some orange armor here. That's kind of what Doric would do, by the way. Doric would be like, oh, okay, bring me this. Oh, you've got it? Brilliant. Bit weird, but brilliant. So now we have to get them blue armor because they're not happy with the orange armor. Okay, I have the blue armor for you. I think you can see where this quest is going already, can't you? And unsurprisingly, they don't like the color of the armor. I have the brown armor for you. AKA plain old goblin mail, ladies and gentlemen. I can see myself wearing that, apparently. And that is another really difficult free-to-play quest achieved. 5 quest points, by the way. 5 for that. Oh dear. But it's done. We've had 200 crafting XP and we got a free gold bar. And that is yet another free-to-play quest done. So if we close that out, we probably got a crafting level. We did. We're now crafting 9. And if we look, we can do leather cowls. So we can start making our own armor soon. As part of the Below Ass Mountain update, a powerful mace, which I keep calling a maul in this episode for some reason, was added to the game. This is the Barronite Mace, made up of 3 components acquired through various activities within the runes. Firstly, the Barronite Head, acquired by mining for Barronite deposits which are then broken down for smithing XP. This item has a base chance of 1 in 250, however it is shared on a loot table with lots of other items that do have some usage but aren't as good. The main one that you'll want in the long term is the Camdozaal hammer, which is an equipable hammer freeing up an inventory slot during this grind and construction grinds in the near future. Next up is the Barronite handle, a 1 in 500 drop whilst fishing within these runes. Simply fish for a full inventory, and if you want to save time on the grind, drop them. However, for restricted accounts and low-level accounts, these fish have a fantastic dual purpose. Firstly, we can head over to the preparation table, giving us cooking XP as we prepare the fish for phase 2. Then, we can offer these fish to the fish gods, granting us a great source of prayer XP. This is phenomenal for us, as we can use this to get to 37 prayer, unlocking our first overhead needed for Dragon Slayer 1 in the not too distant future. Lastly, we have the combat portion, which gives us the Barronite Guard. And this is where the fun begins. There are several levels of golems here, but we're likely only going to be able to take on the lowest level one consistently. This means our drop rate for the final piece will be set at a base of 1 in 800. So we could go very dry for a very, very long time. But again, we can massively benefit from this in terms of combat experience. So the weapon is ultimately going to be worth it in the long run, especially for our account, but the grind could be bad depending on how dry we go. So let's see how long this takes, shall we? We could be in for a lot of XP and a whole lot of nothing drops. So this is probably one of my favorite places they've added in a long time. So the first thing we probably want to do is unlock the bank chest, which I believe is over here. So let's set target. Let's click on it and oh, who's this? Is this Freaky Forester? It is. Okay. Yeah, why not? Why not? Destination could not be reached. Interesting. We need to kill the 4-tailed pheasant, which is over here. So let's quickly get him. There we go. We haven't really invested too many tiles here. All things considered, we'll probably use some leaving. Oh yeah, good couple leaving. But that's another unlocked random event. And look at that. What? 30 oh yeah, it's because we're wearing this, isn't it? Of course, it's not going to be that powerful. Oh, I'm having another mana moment. And for now, we're going to focus on fishing. And I believe we need a knife. Let's start with this one anyway. Let's bring a knife. There we go. So if I head back this way, one of the other things we'll want to unlock quickly is, unsurprisingly, the anvil and this man over here, because he will give us better drop rates as we hand in Barronite shards. So I'm thinking the best thing to do is to path to here. That is the wrong marking. Nice straight line. And then we go one diagonal, one to here. So we have him, and we now have this Barronite crusher. Because as you're mining, you will get these massive Barronite shards that you need to break with a hammer. And it's in those components that you... it's in those things that you may find those components. So let's head up here. As you can see, we've got both of these and both of these. So let me just walk to that one. There we go. So we've always got at least 2 points to mine on. And then what we'll probably do just in case is we'll unlock these two because they're kind of on the way anyway. Now if we step back up, and then we want a tile over here. So I think you need to prepare the fish and then offer the fish. So we need to set target to there. Let's walk to there. And then we need one extra tile. And just to make it easy, because I know I'm going to misclick it eventually, let's just do that. Okay, so let's see if we can fish out the Barronite handle. As you can see, it says we can also get Barronite shards. I need to be level 7 fishing, and I'm not level 7. What level am I fishing-wise? I'm level 4. Okay, I'm going to have to do a bit of fishing before I come back here. Not a problem. We can do that in Draenor. Let's unlock the golem room, and then I will teleport out. We'll do the fishing, and then we'll come back. Let's just give it a go, see if we can kill one. It is a flawed golem, so these are like the lowest tier ones that we could fight. As you can see, pretty AFK to fight, and we shall just do it. But the drop rate is horrendous off of these. But we got it in one, didn't we? Do it. No, we didn't. Of course we didn't. What I'll do then is I'm just going to unlock these sort of 9 tiles so I can always fight and always get the drop. And then what we'll do is we'll run towards these two, so I've always got a couple of them to fight. And then that way I can bait them back to here. We can kill them on these tiles and I can always loot them. Actually, before we teleport, since we do have the extra tiles left over, obviously I like to keep some just in case we get random events like we just did. But we may as well just walk to the entrance of the Black Knight Fortress and just get the tiles used there. Hopefully there isn't anyone outside that's going to hit me, but we'll see. Okay, nope, we've managed to get there safe. Okay, so let's just head back, and then we're going to have to teleport to Draenor, and then we'll make our horrific journey back here. And then I think we're good. Right, let the fishing grind commence. It's going to take a little while to get to level 7. We are going to cook along the way, because why not? Our cooking level's high enough, and we could always do with a little bit of extra food in the bank. Well, I'll join you once we hit level 7. There's level 5. That's level 6. One more to go. And that's the level 7 we needed. As you can see, we can now do the guppies. And the guppies require below Ice Mountain. The guppies require below Ice Mountain, which we've just completed. So I think let's begin heading back there. And let's start on the Barronite handle. Right, after all of that prep, we can finally small net fish here. So let's get a full inventory, see if we get the item, and then we'll do the prayer method. You can in fact see somebody doing this over here. Motsu going for it. It is a good prayer method, probably not so much for me, because obviously I'm very low fishing, so I can't actually catch the better fish. But we'll see. Every little bit of XP helps. Oh, we got the handle. That didn't take long at all. Apparently that's a 1 in 512 chance, and we got that very, very quickly. And it does seem like these do move, so it's a good thing we unlocked these extra tiles. So we'll work on getting a full inventory, and then we'll do the prayer method, and then we'll move on to mining. That's level 8 fishing as well. That's how quick it was. We didn't even get to fishing 8 before we got the handle. We had to be level 7 to start. Alright, we finally have a full inventory, so let's go prep the fish. Off we go. I think all we need to do is click on this, and then we can prepare them. Process them all for a little bit of cooking XP, which we're more than okay for. We should still maybe sneak a level here regardless. Oh, there we go. We did get it on the last one. And now we just simply offer them all, and we get some prayer XP. As you can see, not a lot. It's giving us about the same as bones. Well, I say about. It's 1 less than bones. But it's completely AFK. You can spend ages AFKing the fish, and then a few seconds AFKing prepping the fish, and then a few seconds offering them. And then you can repeat. And the higher your fishing level and the better fish you have, the more points it's all worth. So maybe I'll AFK here if we're desperate for prayer levels and I'm in the middle of doing other things like editing. As you can see, we did ruin one, so we just dropped that on the floor, and that's it. Alright, so that's item 1 of 3 acquired. Let's go work on maybe killing some golems. Okay, so the golems I unlocked are the very, very weak ones. Apparently, you have better chance with the stronger ones. I believe the stronger ones are further in these ones. So I'm going to have a look in this top half and then see what these golems are like to fight. And if it's viable, we'll go for those. If not, well, I don't see it as too much of a waste, really. These could be the strongest of the strong ones in here. So we'll go for the first one that's over here. We'll start fighting him. We'll see how it goes. We'll go from there. So what's his name then? Body Golem. So I think that's the 3rd toughest one. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Okay, so they're definitely viable. We just don't have the damage numbers, really. I mean, it's going to take ages to chip away at them. And it's 1 in 250 with this. And I think 250 kills of this is far too slow. But they do drop some, like, semi-okay things. So they could be fun to just AFK sometime. I think for now, let's see what ones are in that room there. I think they might be the next tier up. Because the weak ones we've got here are 1 in 800. Whereas the next tier up is 1 in 500. So that's really worth doing. But obviously, if that's all we've got access to, that's all we've got access to. So let's grab one of these. Let's see what it's like trying to kill one of these. This is the Mine Golems. This is a level 30 mob. And as you can see, it is hitting us back fairly consistently. And we're not really hitting it too well. Let's try swapping to this. Okay, we got another hit. Let's try swapping to this. I know I'm not spending too much time with each weapon here, but... Oof, yeah, okay, I think maybe we go for the weak ones, just so we're not burning through our food. Yeah, let's kill this guy, see if we get lucky. Oh, 2 max hits in a row. And then if we get the item, we get the item. If not, we're going to farm the 1 in 800s, just out of safety, really. And he's dead. Do we get the guard? No, but we get 3 rune essence, which I'll leave, because even though they are now noted, I'm not wasting a tile on 3 pure essence. Cut to me in about a year's time going, oh, I really need, if only I had 3 more. Right, I think we send a few kills and see if we can get lucky, because it is a 1 in 800. Rune essence. Now we can go wake up this big boy, and then we can move over here quick, and hopefully we'll get back before the other one spawns and blocks the way. Perfect. Not too far from the bank either, so we can always just top up whenever we need to, which might be surprisingly regular. Now, if we don't get it after, say, 25 kills, which would be insanely lucky, we will go back, well, I'll go do the mining, and then that should give us some Barronite shards, and I can work towards this in time for the next video. The reason being that if we get 3,000 spare Barronite shards, then we can buy a 5% drop increase. It's just clay. I don't think clay's... Actually, let's pick it up. We're near the box anyway. Any luck? Nope, just pure essence. Let's see what this one gives. And then we'll try the mining. And then we'll see how that goes after an inventory or 2. And then we'll call it there. And then if you see me get the Barronite Maul in the video, it means it happened whilst I was editing. Any luck? Barronite Guard? Never lucky. For this method, all we need to do is mine these Barronite rocks. Eventually, we will get Barronite chunks, I think they're called. And then all we do then is take them over to the Barronite Crusher, and that will unveil the item. There's a number of them that they can be, but we're looking for the Barronite Mace head. So let's see if I can get at least some of them in my inventory. There's one, look at that, right on time. We'll try to get a full inventory, we'll go crack them all, and we'll see what happens. Yep, we'll expose this vein. Oh, there we go. And we got a Barronite deposit. So it's taking ages to get them. Obviously, partly mining level, partly the fact I'm using a bad pickaxe and stuff like that. So let's go crack these open and we'll see what we get. And then, like I say, if there's any additional footage after this little rant, well, after the unveiling of what they are, if there's anything after that, then it means we did manage to get both. And I will obviously record the footage and hopefully share it with you as part of this episode. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Right, there's some shards. There's some shards. There's some shards. So we're looking at a 1 in 200, but there's also a 1 in 300 item, and then several 1 in 350s that could be good to get. Now, getting shards is not the worst thing in the world, because I will show you in a second. So if we go over to this gentleman, we can talk to him. And if we exhaust his dialogue, which we'll do now. Okay, so let's now do exchange. And you can see that we can buy permanent upgrades. So 10% faster fish, 10% better fish chance preparation. We can boost our defense levels. We can do a 10% buff to our Barronite mining and also a 5% luck buff. Obviously, this is the better one. And then you can do an additional buff, I believe, that applies some more stuff. So getting Barronite, not the worst thing in the world. Like I say, we need 1,000 to craft the Barronite Mace. And so that's what I'm going to go away and do. And obviously, if anything good happens, I will let you know. If not, roll the outro. Oh, we got our first item. That's a 1 in 350. We're aiming for the 1 in 200 and the 1 in 300, but we got the 1 in 350 first. It's a start. Oh, we got another one. We got the Ancient Astroscope, which is also a 1 in 350, give or take. That's not bad. Oh, we got two. We got two in a row. We got, well, near enough in a row. We got the Ancient Ledger as well, which is also a 1 in 350, give or take. So that's 3 of the items that we can hand in to the museum acquired. Oh, we got the Camdozaal hammer. That's huge. That's actually huge. That's a 1 in 300, and that's one of our 2 items we wanted. It's not the one I wanted, but it is one of the ones I wanted. But that is awesome. Oh, we got a second hammer. We got a second hammer at a rate of around 1 in 300. Mental. We got a third. We've got 3 Camdozaal hammers that are broken now. This is ridiculous. It's awesome, but it's ridiculous. Oh, we got another Heath Ledger. Oh, we got a new one. Ancient Treasure. Or Ancient Treatise, rather. Oh, we got a third ledger. But it finally happened. We got the 1 in 500. I mean, I bet the Golem Ground can't go any worse than this, right? Oh my god, we finally got it. 1,600 kills later, we've got it. Alright, so episode 9 is in the books, and this one felt like a lot of progress in so many different areas. Firstly, we knocked out the Witcher's Potion. Had a bit of a fumble with Dorics Quest. You know, turns out I didn't bring enough clay. Classic mana moment. Patent pending, by the way. Then, we played dress up with the goblins to get through Goblin Diplomacy. But the big one? We've finally got our hands on the Barronite Mace. That's a sort of long-term goal for the account ticked off, and it's going to be one of my best in-slot weapons for a good while. On the real life side, the weight's still moving in the right direction. I'm down from 103.3 kilos to 102.3 kilos. That's 225.5 pounds for my American viewers, or 16 stone, 1.5 pounds for the Brits. Every bit of that was burned in the swimming pool, weird way to phrase it, I suppose, and through various walks, and because of it, we're edging closer to that gritty goal for getting below 100 kilograms, which puts us in the slightly less obese category than I currently am in now. Next episode, we're going to push further into free-to-play quests. Black Knight's Fortress, Prince Ali Rescue, Demon Slayer, and if the stars align, Shield of Arav. And whilst we're at it, I'm going to passively grind imps for their beads to set up Imp Catcher. So this should leave us with 3 quests before our series finale of Dragon Slayer 1. Pirate's Treasure, Corsair Curse, and the Restless Ghost. So as always, go burn it, go earn it, and I'll see you in the next episode.